Yo, what is up guys, MrPantaloons here with the Opera Omnia Quistis EX recap. So for this one, my go-to team was Prish, Tidus, Lightning with a Ifrit summon as well as a Quistis friend unit. Our score, we got 27k, so I'm still working on getting 30k. I think we can do it. I just need to get my turns a little bit better. My clears on the waves, they need to improve, and I think I can get the 30k. The enemies here, the waves, they are fairly easy, nothing really to worry about. The behemoth can be a bit annoying. You can use a few skills on them or on him, and it is actually a good idea because for this one you have to clear it in 130 turns, and if you want to go for the milestones, that's going to be even less. So it's not like you can take your time with the waves. You gotta do it fairly quick. And then the boss, Tear's Eye, he's got the fire weakness, earth and wind, as well as a bunch of debuffs here, and then he's resistant to water and initial bravery down. Now in terms of strategy and skills, so you're definitely gonna want to take them out both at the same time, because if you kill one and then let the other live, you will start doing some interesting stuff here, such as Magic Deluge, which raises max bravery, attack and speed, and there's nothing you can do about that one. They are invisible buffs. He also will start doing Big Wave, group magic attacks. Grants turn rate up, which can be dispelled, has fair chance of inflicting speed down on all enemies, and also Glower with inflicts defense down on all enemies. So things can get out of hand really quick, especially if you get speed down and then he grants himself turn rate up. He might get a lot of turns, and if you get the defense down as well, then that's gonna be a lot of trouble. So ideally you want to keep them both alive as much as possible. Now they will do Shining Tears, which grants attack up, speed up to all allies, but I think you can let them do it once, and before he starts doing it twice, you can pretty much kill it and avoid another set of these buffs here, and you should be alright. Then you also have the water bullet, which you gotta keep in mind that's a brave plus HP, so he might get a little extra bravery to HPU, and especially if you're trying to take some HP damage, do keep in mind that he might brave first, just to not get broken by mistake. So that's about it for the strategy. Now, which characters should you take in here? So obviously we got the featured ones, Quistis, Vivi and Sarah. All of them are really good here. You are gonna need both of their weapons, you're gonna need passives. Sarah might work with just her 35. I don't know if she would necessarily need her 15, but the other two, I think they will need both of their weapons. Quistis and Vivi, they both gain a lot of damage from their 15, and the 35 only boosts their usefulness and damage even more, so you definitely want those. Now in terms of damage, we got Saz, obviously, who would be the best choice for the damage here. Prish, she is amazing, she's got fire damage. Yo, Sleepyhead with the follow, thank you very much. So Saz, he's the best. Prish is amazing, she's got fire damage here, she's got AoE with the spinning attack, she works wonders here. For Rhea, she's got wind damage, she's got AoE HP attack, she's gonna work nice as well. Papalymo, he's got the fire damage, nothing to say there, he's just good. Lightning, she's good here. Kuja, Kane, those characters have a lot of damage. Now another interesting choice would be Edgar. He does have AoE on his auto crossbow, and he also has Brave plus HP with defense down, so he might be interesting here if you have him. Another character would be Squall, although with Squall you would need to be careful with his skills. You definitely want to make use of his charges. And then I would also say Ace might be interesting here, although he's got that card mechanic, might need a few extra turns, so he might be a bit too slow to get his full potential out. And then we got Vaughn, which he's got a ton of burst damage. Now you might need some help, and you could use getting swapped or getting your Vaughn swapped out for a friend unit just to preserve his skills. But if you run Saz friend, you definitely want those buffs on him for large amounts of damage, so keep that in mind. Cloud, another one. Cloud, he kind of lacks some damage, but he could work, especially if you can save some paralysis for the second phase after you kill one of them. He might need to be swapped out though for the friend unit just to save his skills. Zidane with the new buffs could also work. You will need both 15 and 35 and maybe even full MLB just to have enough damage on your Zidane. And if you can bring in 2 females in the party as well, he can benefit from that as well with his passive. Another choice here I think would be Sabin. He could work. He does have this right here, which is an AoE wind attack, so that should be interesting. Also, he's got Brave plus HP, so maybe he could work. Steiner also, he's got some fire damage. He could do well there. Now in terms of debuffers, we got Vincent and Garnet. Those two are really nice, especially with the new update. They both gain more potency with the new update if you can stack up the weaknesses. If you get so you get the initial one, which is 50%, and then if you get another one, say with Vincent's fire thing, you'll get an extra 20%. So that's it's quite hefty. So Vincent, fire and thunder in peril. Garnet, thunder and water, but she does have AoE, so that AoE would actually be really nice here. Then we have Titus, which is just good overall. He's got speed down, defense down, attack down. It's pretty fast, he deals some damage. Nothing to worry about there, he just works. Irvine would also be interesting here. Does have speed down, he's got range resist down. He's got AoE HP, and he would especially be good if paired with other range characters, so he could essentially put up a really strong team for this one. Then we have Laguna. I think he might work here, even though he does not have his 35 CP. If you got his Hellblow gun passive though, I think he can do some work here. And then I want to mention Terra as well. She does have defense down, she's got speed down. I feel like she could do something here as well. Then in terms of supports, we got Eiko. She's the best, right? We got her, and easily run her with no problems. Ishtola would be a great battery here. She does deal earth damage. Yuna would also be another great brave battery. I think I might try to use her as well. Haven't used her yet. Next up, I would say Aerith would also be pretty good. She does have some heals. You can revive if anything goes wrong. Oh, keep that in mind. Another one, I'd say Ramza would be really interesting. Although Ramza, he does need both of his weapons, and I think he is harder to play. So just because that, I wouldn't necessarily take him as my first option. Now Setzer would also be a nice thing to have in your party, mitigate some damage, but he does need someone to supplement his damage. I think he kind of lacks in that department. Krill, if paired up with the right character, can also boost the elemental weakness even more, so she might be an interesting choice here. Hope can mitigate some damage and provide some brave battery. And finally, for the tanks, we got Celeste. She can absorb all that magic, so she would be pretty nice here. And then I'm thinking about Warrior of Light, because he does have debuff evade, which can be useful for the second phase when the boss starts debuffing your entire party. He will be able to resist getting debuffed essentially, so I think he might be an interesting choice here. And then obviously you got your Ifrit summon. That one is the best here with fire weakness. As for friend, I'd go with Quistis or Vaughn. Probably Quistis would be a little bit better than Vaughn, but Vaughn does bring a lot more damage to the table. And as a third friend unit, I would go with Saz, but for Saz you will need to have 2 good damage dealers. But anyway guys, that is it for this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got any other suggestions. Which characters did you use to beat this EX? Did you get your milestone? Did you get your rewards? And Did you have fun? Most importantly, did you enjoy this one? This one was pretty good. The 130 turns is pretty tight, man, but you gotta do it. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one and take care.